Hey everybody, welcome back to the 10th floor. It's me, Matt. Now, we had a little hiccup a second ago when it came to like a start and a stop when it came to the stream. So, let's give a couple of seconds for people to kind of find us here because they were joined us on the other one and then they got kicked off.
Oh, I see.
So now they got to reload and find us again, and hopefully they're not too angry. But in the meantime, let's let's kill some airtime, huh? You ready to kill some airtime?
Sure, let's kill some airtime.
All right, so we gotta ride this elevator for a little while. There we go. Hey, Jacarius, see, look at that. We got people finding us already. Excellent. We don't have to kill as much airtime as I thought we were gonna have to.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Okay.
We got hello Chandra, hello Brittany. We got everybody. Yeah, sorry about all that. I'm no technical genius. What can I say? Jacarius has a very important question right off the bat. You ready for this one? We're gonna dive right into it. He wants to know how you're doing. He wants to know how you're doing.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I am. Yep. Yesterday, I went to my daughter's house with my husband, her daddy, Matthew's daddy as well.
What? Oh, what? I've got
And
a
then
father?
we went. Yes, you do. As a matter of fact, you were not hatched. And then we went to Applebee's.
Oh, it was tasty.
Applebee's on the date night.
Driblets on me.
Yeah, had a margarita and
So you partied hard as hard as the kids.
Chicken.
You partied as hard as them teenagers up in the mountain with their
Yeah,
hot
we did,
toddies that
actually.
nobody even blinked at.
Actually, we did because we did a shot. Yeah.
Can't see mom. Can't see mom. I can see mom.
Can't see me?
No, I can see you just fine, so I don't know what they're talking about. Just Chandra. We're gonna figure out what's going on. Hey, we're gonna find out if more people can't see you, but hopefully they can hear you.
Yeah. Ask her. Well, did anybody see me?
We're gonna find out here once the chat is able to catch up with our little delay. But
okay.
let's do the proper lead in. Welcome everybody to the 10th floor. It's me, Matt. You're riding, you're on the elevator, you're going all the way up to the 10th floor, and you're listening to the music. And when the doors open, you can see Peter August.
Oh my God.
Staring at the baby. In such a way Susan can hear you and see you. Everybody seems to be having a problem-free experience, except for Solutions by Chandra, LLC. Visit their business.
Okay, I'm glad y'all can see me. I hope you get Chandra, right?
Chandra? Yeah, Chandra? Chandra?
I hope you can see me too.
I don't
Anyway,
know your experience.
so
There's the baby. I'm staring at this baby a little longer than I should be. And now Chase and Brooklyn are looking at each other like, why is he staring at this baby? Does he know something?
not only does he know something, there's a whole lot of people have got a clue that day, huh?
A lot of people got a clue within the same hour of each other. It was very strange.
Exactly.
Excellent. Chandra has fixed their problem.
Yay!
Hey. Sometimes all you got to do is refresh the screen, folks. In any case. So yeah, let's talk about this Peter August a little bit and how everybody in town figured out that Bailey is Louise and Louise is Bailey at pretty much the same moment of the day.
Yeah. So who figured it out?
Valentine.
Peter figured it out.
Well, Victor figured it out.
Peter didn't. Victor figured it out. He's a smart old coot, isn't he?
Yes.
Actually, he's a smart old coot. He figured it out. He told Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Austin figured it out.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Yes.
When you say Austin figured it out,
He figured it out, and then a quick lie and gaslight session from one Miss Maxie Jones has put that back into bed.
yeah. And who else figured it out?
Valentine did, Peter did,
Yeah.
Victor did. Those are all the important people that figured it out,
Yeah.
That's enough for the plot to move on.
And the only person that does, and the person that doesn't know that they all know is Maxie. Maxie doesn't know.
See,
When
that's
she
what
goes
Maxie
back
gets for
home-
being so secret herself, as if she was more honest with more people about what was going on with Bailey Louise, Wheezy Faison, if you will. Then maybe there would be a few more people that are willing to tell her that they found the baby. I don't know.
Well, I've always said since Peter went into General Hospital and was handcuffed to the bed, that's when she should have told the truth.
That was him at the end of every scene, just pulling up and looking at the handcuffs. Lily Garfield is 100% sure that the mailman has figured it out by now, which I guess might be enough. So yeah, I mean, gosh, I guess the evidence is all there. But here's the thing about Mr. Valentino, all right? He at first he was hit by his worst instincts, right? Where he's like, I gotta get back at Brooklyn for what she did to me. But now, he's still held on to that sonogram, and he's like, how's the baby? And he clearly still gives a big crap about Bailey Lois,
He does.
So even though his original gut instinct was to get back in Brooklyn, once he figures out the depth of this thing, he's definitely going to be on Bailey's side and try to fight for the side of good, right?
But there is a chance that he will do something to Brooklyn anyway. Before
that baby's not yours anyway. That baby deserves to grow up with her own mother.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, Brittany. All right, Brittany Watson wants us to know that Anna hasn't figured out that Bailey is Louise. I don't know what's going on with Anna recently, but she's not paying as close attention to her cases as she used to. That's all it is. She's tired. She's older. She's letting emotion get in the way of investigation.
She's too busy thinking about kissing Valentine on New Year's Eve still.
Gosh, I mean, they're still thinking about it, and it's been a couple of months. Well, a month. Wow, yeah. This month has been so long. How interesting. Usually time flies.
Still flew to me.
So, how long does it take before, something really happens here? Because, Peter's getting taken off to prison. And so unless he breaks out immediately, he isn't going to be the direct threat to Bailey. It's going to be somebody else orchestrated by Peter.
I don't think Peter's going to wind up in prison. I think he's going to escape somehow. Yeah. They're going to have a little bus crash, or that's happened many times.
Oh, I know. Shiloh got out because of a bus crash, and so did Lisa Lobrecht.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're going to have to take him out of those. They're going to have to take the handcuffs off of him at some point. Mm-hmm. And he's going to get out. He's going to get out of there somehow, some way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, they keep on saying, "Oh, we gotta dot the I's and cross the T's and constantly." Yeah. So yeah, something's going to happen there. Something. Yeah. Something.
I think he's going to escape, and not make it to Pentonville.
That wouldn't be surprising. Who's going to help? I guess it's going to be Victor. I mean, whatever Victor's up to, he started, because Victor, according to my notes that I have taken of the show to help us organize the podcast this week, it's backwards, but you can see it. Victor takes out Valentine. Who saw it coming? I didn't see it coming.
No, I was surprised on Friday when he threw him in the trunk.
Just chloroform and threw him in the trunk, because he knows that Valentine knows that the baby isn't the baby, and also Victor, sharp, smart Victor. I'm sure he knows that Valentine ain't, he ain't really doing the bad stuff. He ain't being a bad Cassadine.
No, and yeah, Victor didn't believe anything he said this week, really,
Come on now, boy. You can trust me. I'm your father.
No, you can't trust him.
No.
Gosh. You can trust me. You can tell me anything. I've always got your back.
Yeah, I've got your back. I'm going to stab it, but I got it. I'm going to stab you in the back.
He's just so masterful, though. God.
Maybe Matt. Yeah, he's pretty smart, isn't he?
I'm even just talking about Charles Shaughnessy. Just I don't care what he does. He could read the phone book. He could be like, Allison Arrington, 510-555-2371. And I would still be just completely drawn in.
But he's pretty interesting. He has a whole lot of stuff. He's got so many shenanigans that we aren't even privy of yet.
Yeah, the depths of Victor Cassadine are still very unexplored.
Yeah, and I think you may be right. What you said earlier, I don't think we were on here yet. When you said earlier that Valentine's, he's probably not even Valentine's dad.
Yeah, no, I was saying before we went on live here that just okay, so
We've got to bring all the Cassadines together. Love, love, love. My boy, my boy, my boy.
and then he chloroforms him and throws him in the trunk. Come on, no, it's just he ain't. Daisy Flower 40 says the baby storyline is one that she doesn't care about. Well, maybe there's something in the storyline that you can care about. You know, maybe it isn't necessarily the fate of Bailey or where she's going to wind up, or Maxie doesn't need another child. Well, sometimes you can't choose these things. Fate has a way. Nature runs its course. But maybe there's something within the storyline itself that you can enjoy. Like personally, I like what Brooklyn and Chase are up to. It's connected to I can see that. She's playing with the new hey Irma, playing with the new Bluetooth headphones, and they just ain't working. But that's all right. I'm gonna continue to fill this air as she gets it figured out. You can watch her panic around the bedroom. I mean, maybe Maxie doesn't need another child. Maybe she could spend more time with the children that she does have, but I don't think this was necessarily a planned pregnancy, and hey, that's real life. But like I was saying before, I think that Brooklyn and Chase are a lot of fun to watch, so maybe there's something there within Brooklyn and Chase to really find yourself loving. I said all kinds of stuff while you were away.
Well, I had my earbuds went dead.
Yeah.
So I had to switch over to these.
So basically, I was saying basically that you well, gosh, the chat just does not like all of these recent baby developments. Is pretty much what I'm gathering here. I was trying to encourage people to enjoy what they can enjoy out of it, but people don't like Maxie and Austin. People don't like Peter. People think that the baby storyline needs to end. Maxie doesn't need any more children, and I was trying to defend her honor, saying that it was unplanned and sometimes nature just happens.
Well, Maxie a better mother than her mama is.
Yeah, that's true.
No, well, okay. She don't need any more babies. All right. She got boy and a girl already. She's done, right?
I mean, isn't that the current American way, a family of 4, 1 boy, 1 girl?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Max, the babies that like General Hospital typically, their stories do last too long. Now, what's going to be great about this baby story? This baby story is going to get Peter killed. Okay.
It's got to be the end of him, right?
That's going to be the end of him. He's going to get a hold of that baby somehow. I think he will. And then he's going to get killed. That's what I think is going to happen. So, yeah, could they have written another way for him to die? Of course. However, that is a redeeming value of the baby story, I would say.
Is Peter does not walk away from this storyline to come back in 6 months, at the very least. He'll be gone for at least a year after this baby thing. Yes. All right, so
I didn't see. I did not see that putting Melanie in the trunk, though. I was.
Oh well, no, I didn't. I did not expect that. I definitely did not expect that at all. And as soon as they covered his face with the chloroform, I'm like, Victor, no.
Right?
No.
Man, oh man.
Hey Nathan, welcome to the show. He's saying that we're getting a little ahead of ourselves when it comes to Peter, and we shouldn't count him dead just yet.
Well, we've been wanting him dead for a while, haven't we? You're right. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Does Wes Ramsey and Laura Wright have to break up for him to be off that show?
I think so. I mean, let's take the nice facade off of the show for a little bit and talk about reality. Clearly, somebody is in somebody's ear to make sure that Laura Wright and Wes Ramsey are on as many episodes as humanly possible. I don't know what's going on, but somebody has somebody's influence, and it's very clear.
This past week though, there was 2 episodes this past week where Carly wasn't on.
Yeah, because human beings have to sleep.
Yeah, I said to Grandma when we were watching it, and when it was over, both those days, look, Carly, there was no Carly today. And that we don't have that many episodes where there is absolutely no Carly.
No, especially recently, and I would say that's a big difference within just the time that we've been doing the podcast too. Was Carly and Sonny were prominent, yes, but it was not the Carly Corinto show like it is today.
Yeah.
So maybe Frank Valentini and Laura Wright are having a little affair. Some soapy drama behind the scenes of General Hospital.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. I mean, we're talking about Peter and the Bye-Bye. That's what we're doing right now. Peter and the Bye-Bye.
Peter and the baby.
Bye-bye. That's how Robert Scorpio would say it if he was still closer to his Australian roots. We're gonna find the bye-bye.
Gotta find the bye-bye.
I'm gonna put Peter down and find the bye-bye. I'm Australian.
Well, the cat's out of the bag now, though. Everybody is gonna know that the baby is really Wheezy Face On.
Wheezy Face On. Now, Honey Dip, Keisha tried to get our attention on Twitter over the week, and maybe she'll watch this or join us later, and I can say, hey, go back and watch the beginning because we mentioned you. Because she wanted to know if we thought if Valentine was actually Peter's real dad and not Face On, not Face On. I don't know. I don't like it. It's just not for me.
Now, who again?
Valentine. That way he can still have a familial connection to Wheezy.
Maybe. No, we gotta stay on subject matter. Never mind.
What? No, we don't. We can talk about whatever we want. This is our show.
Well, it just popped in my head. This week. We were told that Austin has a brother.
Yes.
That's on the spectrum.
Yes.
See, I always thought that it was Austin himself that was going to be on the spectrum.
Yes.
And that's why he understood it so well.
I think that might have been the original intent.
You think so?
Yeah. Just based on the performance that he got when we first met him.
Yeah.
It just gave me that feeling like we were going to be going in that direction. But I think throughout the course of the storyline, they changed their mind because they, as far as I know, the actor, Roger Howarth, is not autistic himself. And they recently hired Easton Rocket, Sweda, to play Leo, who is on the spectrum himself. So it might be inappropriate to have an actor play autistic when you have an autistic actor playing an autistic character already on the show.
Okay, maybe.
It seems like they're trying to keep their nose clean recently, because ain't nothing really happened on this show that's really hurtful to anybody.
No, not really. Well, the world's so politically correct now, you can't say do a doggone thing without somebody being offended about something.
Hey, you know what? We were talking about the Peter storyline. I got chat saying Peter's garbage. We talking about all kinds of stuff. We got people in chat saying this is garbage.
What's garbage?
just what we're talking. The show, not us. We're fine. Everybody loves us.
I hope so. We love you. Anyway, we love every single one of you.
All right. Let's mix it up here. We talked about Wheezy Phase on enough. Let's talk about Cabin, Love and War.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I saw this week that I just have to say, and I don't remember her name. The girl playing Esme, dang, she's a good actress. Didn't she really show her chops this week?
Her name is Avery Pohl, I believe.
Okay. I do remember that. I know that her name is the same. She has the same first name as one of the little babies.
Yeah. I think she's Avery Pohl.
Oh yes. But wasn't she just so fantastic?
She
week?
is she's great. She's great. When they went to go find themselves a Spencer and Esme to bring onto this show, they found right.
I think they did with both of them. Absolutely. I do. Yeah, Esme. Oh my gosh. She was just so good this week.
Well, gosh, she's had so much time to develop this plan.
Oh my
This cabin plan.
This cabin plan of hers. And evidently it happened the way she did she want her and Spencer to be so? Maybe she didn't think Spencer's reaction was going to be what it is. He's not letting her just straight off the hook. And he doesn't know I don't know. I don't think he reacted the way she thought he would. What do you think?
I really don't know what her intention was when it came to Spencer specifically. When it came to the fallout and aftermath from the friends, then yeah, that's what she was after. I don't know.
I think she just wanted to fracture the friendship.
She wanted to fracture them in some way, remove a bit of their influence that they have over Spencer. It's weird to me in a degree because Trina obviously was the one that had the most influence over Spencer. Yes. I guess she could see how everyone else was like, come on, man, just work hard. Just be this waiter. It's going to be all right. You're going to be able to get over your problems. Maybe she didn't like that. Maybe she wanted, get back your trust fund. I don't know. She's weirdly inconsistently consistent is the best way that I could describe it.
Yeah. And she gave Trina a dangerous drug.
Yeah.
I know that Josh went to the door and said, knocked on the door after Trina took off and went to her room. She knocked on the door. You okay? And she pretty much just told her to go away.
Mm-hmm.
But man, she should have went and checked on that girl again before she went and did the hippity dip. Right? I guess. I don't know. That's a dangerous drug. She should have checked on her another time. Made sure
well,
she was
here's
okay.
the thing. Here's the biggest thing that I think it's important for everybody to remember is that nobody but Esme knows that there was more than just hot toddy in that hot toddy. I think that the show did an okay job at explaining why they didn't go and double check on her and stuff. His previous conversation was the alcohol that we drank on the Haunted Star. We just slept it off when we were fine. They don't know that there was an added substance to the drink. If they knew, situation might be completely different. But as they were thinking is she just got a little drunk. She needs to go to sleep. I already tried to check on her. She said, go away, leave me alone. Is it the right choice? Probably not. Is it the choice that people would make in reality? Probably not. But guess what, folks? Guess what? This ain't reality.
Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. But man, oh man, I think half of her plan worked. I think she wanted them to all just have a big old fight and have a fallout.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's happening pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that she probably poked some holes in the condoms when she went into the room, right? I think
she definitely set a camera up.
Yeah, she did. What is that all about? What is that all about? Why did she do that?
Her next plan, she's going to release some sort of video on the internet to really embarrass Jocelyn.
Yeah, and whose phone was that?
We don't know, all right?
We don't know. I think it's Cameron's phone. And I think she's going to encourage Josh to think that Cameron did that on purpose. To kind of do a DIY sex tape for them.
I mean, so let's just talk about it, folks. It's the year 2022. One of the best ways for people to make some quick cash just to put themselves on the internet, all right, without fans with a place where only fans can come and watch you. You know who's right up that alley is Spencer and Esme. I'm surprised that they're not making their fortune off of that. Especially with how Esme is able to control Spencer through his elephant trunk.
Yeah,
you caught that. I hope you caught that. I caught that. My God.
Yeah.
Like he was like, no, Esme, I'm going to stay right here and stick around with my friends. And she's like, no, you're not. Let's go. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. But he didn't let her off the hook in the car, though. He kind of, I don't think he reacted the way that she was really thinking he was.
Well, I mean, her mind control over him is slowly breaking apart due to the influence of his actual real friends, Cameron, Jocelyn, and Trina. Yeah. Hi, Shannon. Welcome to the show.
And Josh just told oh man, she let her Carly loose, didn't she? She turned into her mama for a minute there.
All right, so this is something that I wanted to talk about.
The problem is, you're just a bitch.
You're just the B word. Oh, you're just a raging B word.
Yep.
You. And then she got like the little head thing that Carly does too. Now this is something I also wanted to talk about when it comes to Jocelyn deciding to not check on Trina before getting it on with Mr. Cameron. She is Carly's daughter. Carly is the most selfish person in Port Charles.
Yeah, she pretty.
Jocelyn's gonna be a little selfish too. Trina's fine. I checked on her already. She's just a little drunk. Let's go bone. Like that's Carly 101. So I get it, folks. I really understand how upsetting it is to watch a character that you enjoy get drugged and forgotten about, essentially. But also at the same time, we need to remember that this is hyper-fictionalized fantasy world in which nobody's going to make the right choice. Otherwise, it's going to be a boring TV show.
Yeah.
They didn't check on her. We don't know what the aftermath is from that. She could burst out of the room Monday morning with Cameron and Jocelyn all in the afterglow, kick down that door and be like, what the F, you guys? The heck are you doing? We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen next. But I do have to say this about Cameron and Jocelyn. How awkward. Oh my God.
How awkward?
How awkward is it to watch that?
I don't know.
We've known these kids since they were 14. And now they all roll around shirtless on a bed together.
Yeah. But, the characters are grown up now.
I get that the characters are grown up now, but these actors are barely 18, Mother.
Yeah, they're barely 18, but yeah, I'm sure they've already done something like that in their real life.
Probably with each other. I don't know that. I'm making stuff up here. That's how rumors are started.
But, but their makeout scenes are pretty good. I mean, they look like they're enjoying themselves. Maybe they are. Maybe they got a little something going on.
Maybe.
We're going to watch the two of them when we go to the convention in March.
Yeah.
The two of them are going to be there.
We got to see it. We got to see them flirt with each other. The little eyeballs.
Let's see how they interact. Let's see.
Let's go through some of this chat a little bit. Spinelli's going to take down the video. Maybe. Spinelli needs something to do. Peter needs to go. Absolutely, Peter needs to go. I think that everybody can agree with us on that, but we're not going to get all upset until it happens. We're just going to wait with bated breath until somebody finally stabs him in the belly. Carly is not the most selfish person in Port Charles because everybody in Port Charles is on the same selfish level.
That's kind of true.
Oh, gosh. Eden McCoy may have a boyfriend in real life. That is not William Lipton, so, here's a question for Blast of the Past. It was awkward for me to watch Cameron and Jocelyn since I've known them since they were itty-bitty little kids. How was it watching Robin and Stone? Because I guess we had seen them as young teens into adults as well. I don't know.
I don't remember all that well.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the Stone storyline is part of the time when I wasn't watching all that closely.
I mean, early 90s is when you had your youngest kids. So that makes sense.
Yeah. But actually, the portion, I would say the 80s were more of when I missed the show because of my work schedule at the time. I had more of a traditional work schedule.
Yeah.
Where in the 90s is when I started working that, those the
Thursday, Friday,
hours.
Saturday, 12-hour day weirdness.
Or the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I had kind of like, I had a full-time job and kind of was a full-time and stay-at-home mom at the same time. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't have any weekends, but
well, what do you think it's going to take for Cameron and Jocelyn to get a little more interesting? Because they got together, Ma. They got together, and then they've been like together, and kind of this unified front to a degree against Esme in a way. But Esme was working her magic on Cameron, but didn't pull that trigger over at the cabin thing like I thought she was going to.
No, that wasn't what she wanted. She wanted to make sure that Jocelyn and Cameron had sex. That was important to her. She really wanted the two of them to have sex. And she really wanted to record it. And she really did want to put some pins in that condom package. And I think that's going to be the next thing for Cameron and Joss. Is she going to miss her next period?
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, I don't think that's a direction that people have been thinking. So, okay.
That's what I think.
I'm with it. A little pregnancy scare from Miss Jocelyn Jax. And then Carly going, I can't be grandma again already. Already? I mean, Wiley is barely out of diapers 3 years ago.
But I like this. The scenes of Carly and Jocelyn are really good. I really enjoy those scenes. Their chemistry for mother and daughter is very good. And I like that Josh kind of like tells Carly sometimes.
Sometimes.
She does. She Carly's her mom. She Carly's Carly.
No, I'm going to tell you what's really going on, and then you're going to give me the right answer. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Josh. Josh can just take plan B, according to the chat. Cam and Josh are boring, according to Cherries. Well, good at Cherries. You don't like them. Their makeout scenes. Cameron and Jocelyn's makeout scenes are better than Cameron and Trina's kiss, and that is something that the 10th floor will wholeheartedly agree with you on.
Oh my gosh, that was like the worst on-screen kiss I've ever seen on anything.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
it's like they didn't want to. She didn't want to. She didn't want. He was into it. She was like, nah.
Yeah, I think he'd have been fine, but she kissed him like this. She could have had her lips stuck.
I don't want this.
No. She kissed him like a 10-year-old kissing their grandma when they don't want to,
Ew. Chandra agrees with you that there's holes in the condoms.
Yep.
So there we go.
She went in there and sabotaged their contraception.
See, and then since it's his first time, he's not gonna realize that man, this is amazing, way more amazing than it should be, because he hasn't done it yet. So
no, oh my gosh.
Oh no, I'm talking to my mom.
It was funny.
I know it's just your opinion, Shakarius. But what we do here on the podcast is we don't make fun of things. We make it fun, and I'm making your opinion fun. Like what you like, hate what you like, enjoy what you want, and discard what you don't. Fast forward through most of it. Watch it in slow motion. I don't care. Just come watch the 10th Floor podcast and enjoy our take on it. As we all go down to the bayou and have ourselves some lightning bugs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it time for another Post-it? We can talk about some more love in the afternoon.
Yeah, oh man. It's going to be some aftermath from that camping trip.
It is. There's going to be a lot of aftermath from the camping trip. Esme and Spencer are still together, and they're going to be for the next couple of weeks. But they are now. They've crossed. They've teetered on that totter down to gonna be breaking up soon, especially when it's found out what exactly Esme did, which is gonna come out very soon, and maybe we'll get those PSAs that everyone was going through in storyline form. Because people wanted a brief 30-second after the thing for them to be like, so taking pills is very wrong, and if you find your friend in a state of da-da-da, call the number and get them out of there. That kind of PSA thing,
They might. They've done that in the past.
Yeah. So they felt that was missing from it. But hey, whatever. Maybe they can do it in the storyline itself. Trina wakes up, hey guys, that was not a regular reaction to alcohol. Something was really, really bad there.
Yeah,
and then we can tell the PSA through the storyline.
They need to grab her cup Hopefully they didn't rinse it out. Grab her cup and
I've got the drug cup. I've got the
Yeah.
pledges.
Exactly. So I think that if they could test it, if there's a little bit, she didn't drink it all.
No.
So maybe they can take the cup
Maybe.
to Portia.
Maybe.
Have her mama check it out.
Maybe. Let's see here. I like Joss with Dev. Actually, they did have a lot of little lip smooching chemistry. They did. Cam and Joss are boring. They have no chemistry. I don't know if they don't have any chemistry. What they have is regular couple chemistry. We've known each other all our lives, and now we're together chemistry. It's not hot and heavy and hot and bothered, because the hot and heavy, hot and bothered stuff went away 10 years ago when they were originally feeling hot and heavy and hot and bothered about each other, I think. It really, to me, comes off as two friends who are now realize that, hey, they work really well together. So it's less about that chemistry, that bubbling chemistry that's going to create that reaction that just blows the thing off. It's more of the unified front. You know what? We realize that we're going to handle this life thing together. Mm-hmm. That's where I think their chemistry is. Esme is just like Ryan. I don't really know much about Ryan, so I can't say.
Well, Ryan is a psychopathic, crazy person.
Let's see here. What couple do y'all want to see together? I want to see Scotty and Obrecht get married. I want them to be together forever. I like Vanna. I like where we're at when it comes to relationships at the moment. I think that Elizabeth's end game is someone that's not on the show currently. I don't know who it is, but it's not somebody we know now.
Yeah. And I really do want to see Epiphany and Marhsall become a couple.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fun and sweet. What did you think of new Marhsall?
Well, they did the role of Marhsall.
Will be temporarily played by this new person.
Yeah, and I think he's only going to be on there like just that day, because they showed previews, and the previews of next week, old Marhsall was there. Regular old Marhsall was on there. So I don't think this fella's going to do maybe a day or two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a temporary recast. I don't know what the other Marshall's up to. I don't know what it is, because this is happening a little more often than it used to, where a character will come in, work 2 months, and then have to take a couple of days off. It's strange. It's strange.
Maybe he got this. Maybe he got sickness.
Let's see here. What else is going on in the chat? I think it's reasonable to think that Trina feels hungover, and when sometimes hungover people just want to be alone. I don't know. Trina probably doesn't even know what's really happening to her.
I think Trina wanted to be left alone, and I think she was just embarrassed as well.
Very embarrassed, because I mean, she doesn't necessarily want Cameron.
No.
But she doesn't want to be the third wheel and be alone like she's been feeling. And Esme's not is not helping that feeling at all. She's just fanning those flames.
I know for myself, I wouldn't have went on that trip. As a fifth person, there's no way I would have went.
No. All my friends. No, that couple and that couple. No, so for me, honestly, and I'm just going to talk from my own perspective, my own life, my own experiences. If I was invited on that trip, I would not go, because I'd be like, well, who am I going to bang tonight? Nobody? That sounds boring. I'm not going to be here. I'm not doing it. I'm going to go do something else. You guys have fun in the snow. It was a couple's trip.
It was a couple's trip. And Esme wanted to go so bad because she had all these plans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, she needed to drug Trina and get her to say that she used to like Cameron, and then poke a bunch of holes in a condom, and then set up a cell phone and pretend to be hurt and manipulate the whole thing to get Spencer all alone so she can have his money and do whatever plan to impress Ryan Chamberlain that she has cooked up in that crazy little brain of hers.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What character do y'all dislike? See, that's a hard thing to suss out on the 10th floor, because we like to navigate the show through the things that we do enjoy, not the things that we don't enjoy.
Well, I'll tell you 2, okay? And we've shown that because we make fun of her, Snow White.
Oh, I could just do no wrong. And when I do things wrong, it's because I was trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
There was a spoiler. There was a spoiler for next week, and a big spoiler, everybody. Huge spoiler for next week. Michael invites Willow to Paris. Hopefully they'll just take off for a family vacation for a little while. I think it's totally okay to give a character a rest for a minute.
Yeah.
Totally okay.
So yeah, we're not crazy about her, Willow. We don't find her all that great. So that's one. And this is situational for me. Sometimes Elizabeth is somewhat of a Pollyanna, she got a whole lot of opinion about other people, but she's done plenty of stuff herself.
Daisy Flower 40, Willow is Robin. Oh. Explain, Daisy.
Oh.
Was Robin all, oh, we just can't do the wrong thing. Oh, Jason, don't join the mob. Maybe you should give your family another chance.
Was she all like that?
I don't recall her being like that. Maybe.
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
Robin has always been very righteous, though. She's right about that.
Oh, Patrick.
Robin was like that, and so was Elizabeth. Very righteous.
Robin was Snow Right. Haha, I like it. Snow Right. We're going to steal that. We're going to use that from now on. Snow Right. It's ours now. It belongs to 10th floor. Sorry. I guess. See, the thing, the major memories of Robin that I have, because I wasn't a 90s watcher, I'm vaguely familiar. And, and then in the early 2000s, I wasn't watching a dang thing because I was off being an adult and a high schooler trying to, make my way through life without, dying. So I don't really know much about Robin other than everybody loves Robin.
Yes.
And Night Shift. I saw the first season of Night Shift in which she was just really horny for Patrick.
Yeah, they were always trying to go in the supply cabinet, weren't they? In the supply closet. They were always in there.
Yes, always in the shower or the supply closet.
Yeah, that closet probably didn't smell good. They've been there too much.
Oh my gosh, apparently Robin just was always ruining baby secrets was Robin's big thing. Yes, Robin spilled the secret about Michael. Robin spilled the tea about Spencer's paternity. And does anybody ever know who their original parents are? Like, my God.
I know, right? Not in soap opera land, they don't. No, they don't.
Oh, no. I mean, Ma, do you have something to tell me about my father? Is my father, or is my father somebody else?
No, all three of you kids are your daddy's.
Don't lie. My sister belongs to John.
No, your sister looks like I made her by myself. She looks just like me. Shoot, I made her. I just cloned myself.
Oh, gosh. Let's see what else is going on. Who do we want for Drew? I like Drew Sam. I got to be honest. Drew Sam sounds interesting to me.
You like Drew Sam?
I like Drew Sam. But, but also at the same time, I don't know. For as big as this cast is, it's kind of small. I don't... And there's so much cross-pollination with these families nowadays that it's really dangerous to be with anybody. I mean, don't you think it's kind of weird? Why, because he's a cop?
Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it?
No, because you're my sister and he's my brother and you're dating.
Yeah. And she didn't even mention, and by the way, there's two siblings. There's two.
Oh, yeah. Also, Leo, hello. So basically, one set of Christina's parents had a kid together, and then Leo's parents had a kid together, and that is Sam and Dante. Or something like that. It's weird. It's weird, is what it is.
It is.
It's weird.
It is weird.
It's weird.
You know who's going to be at the convention that's not on the show? Julian.
Julian is not mentioned on the show very often, no.
No, but he's going to be at the convention.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Right? Well, good. I'm glad. He likes his fans, and he didn't want to lead the series, so I like both of them, right? I bet his line for autographs will be long.
I don't know.
Because people want to see themselves in Wilbur Bride.
You got to buy ahead of time.
Apparently, Bold and the Beautiful is very bad with cross-pollination for families.
They're bad for that too.
No Sam and Drew. Drew Britt. I don't know. I don't know who'd be right for Britt. Britt's right for everybody and nobody all at the same time.
I like Britt with Austin, actually.
I mean, they did have some nice conversations together, but we really can't just base our romantic futures off of a handful of conversations that sound good, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, though, I don't know, man.
I
There's
can
just
see
so many.
Carly-
There's so many
I can-
options.
I can see Carly with Drew too.
I guess. I don't know. I think. Sonny totally told Drew the thing that everybody's been thinking for the last several years about Carly, Sonny, and Drew's relationship.
You're not my friend.
Yeah.
You've never been my friend. You were a better man when you thought you were Jason.
He was off his rocker, wasn't he? Oh my gosh, he went so manic.
I honestly love it, though. I honestly love it. It is so fun. It is so good to just watch him bounce emotionally from being Mr. Grandpa sensitivity with Brando to
You've never been my friend.
I
need the club right now, Curtis. I need the club right now. I need it. I need your club.
I know. And then when he walked in, the first thing he said was, "I want your club."
I need how much club? How much for your club? Let me pull out a wad of cash right now.
Honestly, though,
you know what? And what I loved about Curtis is Curtis didn't back down to him at all.
no, Curtis was like, no mob.
Yes.
What I really pulled from that scene is something I tweeted out to the folks out there was one Mr. Marshall who they're doing this back and forth. But
Come on, I need it. I need your club. I need your club. I need your club. I need it. I need it.
no, Sonny, no. And then Marshall's off in the back going, Curtis gave you an answer, Sonny.
Yep.
Which is his mob training coming out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's Marshall's mob training.
Yeah. But there's something else going on with Marshall, though, because Stella's conversation with Curtis.
He told you?
He told you what?
He told you everything? I think my dad was in. I think it was in witness protection. And she was like, yeah, that's it.
Relief.
Yeah, he's in witness protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't think that Curtis is barking up the right tree when it comes to his dad.
It was
Maybe there's.
I really, Donnell Turner, let me give you an award for that scene that you did with Stella. Because the 14-year-old hope, and this is the answer because it sounds way cooler than anything else that you gave during that scene was great. The disconnect from Curtis knowing that this isn't really what happened and him wanting it to be what happened so badly he's just going through it was obvious, and just I got to give it to you, Donnell. That was so good.
Yeah, but obviously though there is more to that story, and Stella was just like so relieved that the truth that he thought he knew was not the truth. I do believe that Stella is Curtis's mama.
I mean, maybe. I know you still feel that to your bones, and it's probably true because you've got soap opera ESP. So
I do think that, and I think that's what she was so what about. And I think the reason why he left, yes, I do think there's some kind of mobby thing going on, but I don't think that's the reason why he left town. I think he left town because of Stella being Curtis's mama. And I think that the reason why her sister had such a breakdown and had a hard time taking care of her children is because she knew that Curtis,
I think my baby. These are my babies. I can't take care of them. They're not my babies.
Yeah, I know. I think that's what made her go kind of crazy. was that.
Yeah.
And I think Stella stuck around and help take care of those children because she had to. She felt so guilty. She's a homewrecker.
Yeah.
Stella the homewrecker.
Well,
That's
gosh,
it.
I mean,
Stella
just
the homewrecker.
generational trauma of wrecking homes in the Ashford family.
I think so.
Daisy, what do you mean you can't wait for karma to hit Ava? Ava is the fist of karma when it comes to Carly at the moment. If karma can punch somebody in the nose, it is in the form of Ava Jerome in her conversations with Carly Corinthos.
Oh, I love Ava.
What is there to not love? Truly, she
stabbed
is and
Ryan in
can
the
be
back that
everything.
time.
She is a wonderful mentor and mother figure to Trina. She is a successful businesswoman. She is a former mob boss. She is rich debutante and someone that's been down in the muck and understands what it's really like.
Yes. Oh, Ava's a great character. Ava is a great character.
Jacarius doesn't like Ava. I get the feeling that Jacarius does not hold the same opinions as you and I do, and that is a wonderful trait to have in one of our fans, and I love it. And I do. I know Victor kidnapped Valentine, but he's gonna kidnap Nicholas from Windermere and Spencer from Springridge and put them all in separate brutal cages in the underworld of the Cassadine Empire.
I like it. That's Helena right there. Yeah, that's something Helena would do.
Remember Dr. David Hayward had all of those dead people underneath Port Charles in some sort of secret lab basement?
Yep.
Well, boom, boom. We got Victor Cassadine
In his secret prison of dead characters.
Well,
Over in Crete.
Yeah, or he could just use the secret the basement of the hospital because it's got a little triage down there.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah, that's where they stuck Peter in the fridge. Ava is not a good mother. No, Ava's not a good mother, and everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Even she knows that.
Ava's much better. She's more motherly to Trina than she was to Kiki.
Because Kiki died. If it wasn't for the fact that Kiki was murdered and Ava didn't feel so guilty about that, she wouldn't have treated Trina the way that she does. Trina was the Kiki replacement.
I agree. I think that she's kind of trying to have some positive, wonderful influence on a young woman coming into adulthood. And I think, I agree. I think she's just trying to, just try to be a little better of a person.
Yeah. She's going to make the same mistakes that she made. She is going to make the same mistakes with Trina than she did with Kiki. Maybe she will. And then Nicholas's secrets are going to come out, probably. And he's got a lot of them, more than we realize.
He got a lot of secrets.
But it's going to be it's going to be Ava, though, standing by his side, because Ava's going to stand by his side, because Ava truly loves this man.
I think she does, too. And Ava don't back down to people, either.
No, I just love how she talks to Carly. I truly do.
I do too.
I do. We got these people just giving it to Carly.
Mm-hmm.
Ava's not fit to be Avery's mother. Well, since Avery doesn't live with Ava, I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Anyway, let's see here. The Davis friendship lines.
Yeah, the Davis friendship lines.
So we got Sam pretty much convincing Alexis that she can't hang out with Harmony because it would be harmful to Christina. And we get Christina telling Sam, "Don't make my choices for me. What the heck?"
Yeah.
What the heck?
Christina is tired of people trying to manipulate her and make up her mind for her. That's been done to her already.
Yes.
You don't want to have that done to her anymore.
Right.
Even if it's just her older sister. She's like, no, I am myself. I can answer for myself.
Yeah, and I think that's a really key element that is very important to remember, not only in just a television storyline. I mean, it's not important to remember during a television storyline because it's a TV storyline. Who cares? It's TV. But in real life and such, if you feel as though someone has been victimized by another person, It is okay to let your opinion be known over whatever course that relationship may take in the future. It's totally okay to be like, hey, I'm concerned about this, that, and the other thing. But what it is not okay for you to do is for you to decide how that victim sees other victims. If that person, if Christina sees Harmony as another victim of Shiloh and not the perpetrator of things that happened to Christina, that is a completely different outlook and something that Christina gets to decide, not Sam.
Right. But Sam is just being a protective older sister, and you have a tendency to do that. I think, especially, when you're the oldest, you have a tendency to do that. And, in my case, that's the truth. I'm the oldest. And you do have at least I did. I always felt like, even though we're only a couple of years apart, that I just had to put him underneath my wing a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand that perspective. See, I'm the middle kid, so I'm not worried about anybody being underneath my wings. I'm worried about making sure everybody can fly.
Yeah.
I'm underneath everybody else's. I'm the wind beneath everybody else's wings. So
there you go.
because I'm everybody's hero. I'm everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle. I am the wind beneath my wings. But ultimately it's up to Christina, and I also think that is an important thing, especially in the world 2022, 2020, 2021, where we have this little thing called cancel culture, where even if you said something horrible 10 years ago and have learned and become a different person now, you lose everything.
I know, because there's always some kind of record of everything you've done.
Right. There's that is a big thing that didn't exist in the 70s, folks, is everything that you would put on the internet has been seen by somebody and saved somewhere.
Right.
So
and everybody didn't have a computer in their hand and a camera in their hand like they do today.
Right. Right. So
yeah, you could get by with a whole lot of stuff in 1976.
You could.
I can tell you about it if you like.
Right. Well, I'm just watch television that is 30 years old and you can see the completely different world that we lived in. Where, but you can go back, watch something from 1997 versus 2022, and goodness gracious, what a completely different world that was.
Yes.
Just when it comes to cell phone and the internet, all right, that stuff was sort of around, but not like it is today.
It was dial-in, the boo, boo, boo.
Yeah, like you had to be attached to a phone. You really couldn't get online outside your house. There was hours that you were limited to, and not everybody had a cell phone, and not everybody had the smartphone, and information you actually had to learn in school. And when they said you're not always going to have a calculator with you, they were right.
Mm-hmm.
But all that stuff is gone. And with nowadays though is cancel culture. You could say something 10 years ago that isn't okay. Like it's not okay. But 10 years ago might have been okay, but 2022 it's not okay, and you get canceled for it. Sucks.
Very different.
It sucks. And sometimes these people have grown, and all of this is talking about GH, folks. All of this is talking about GH, in which someone like Harmony, who did make poor choices, but made poor choices because she was poisoned. She was brain poisoned by Shiloh.
Oh, I think so.
I don't think that she deserves to be completely canceled and thrown out of every opportunity that she could have to connect with another human being ever again.
I don't think so either. And I think the character they've shown us that she's learned a lot from that, and that wouldn't happen again.
Right. She's learned a lot from that and never happen again. And what is the difference between Alexis and Harmony coming together and Michael and Nell coming together? Why is one so supremely inappropriate and terrible and we need to cancel this show because these writers suck? And the other one is, oh man, what such heavy drama. Michael fell in love with his mother's greatest enemy. Christina's mother falls in love with a facilitator from Dawn of Day. That's dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Harmony. I like her on the show though.
Yeah,
and the actress, she's stunning. She's stunning. She's
Harmony?
I think she's so pretty.
She's tall and elegant and regal.
Yeah, she's just really beautiful. She's Canadian.
Inga Martinelli or something.
Yeah, something. I don't remember.
I don't know her last name.
Yeah, she's
Alexis and Harmony are gonna hook up. It is a slow simmer. You're absolutely right, Keisha. Welcome to the show, Honey Dip. We talked about your tweet earlier, so you have to go back and get our opinion on what you were asking us about. Sonny Sonny, his ancestors used to work in the field. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna skip that one. Sonny is manic. Let's talk about Sonny. Let's talk about more about Sonny.
Okay.
Sonny is manic, and Nina is cool with it. We theorized a couple weeks ago on the podcast that when Nina really gets a taste of Sonny off of his pills, she's not going to be able to handle it. And guess what? She handled it better than Carly.
I don't know about that. Well, the other times that he's gone manic, she helped him a lot. Carly helped him a lot in the past.
Then how come she can't recognize it right now?
I think she's just so stuck in being so damn mad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Phyllis is on vacation. I don't know.
Right?
We're in the world of Phyllis. Phyllis is on vacation. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's visiting friends in Nixon Falls and trying to find secret labs for Peter to use in Lantano. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
she's missing it. She hasn't. Yeah, she's not there right now. They haven't.
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
they could just only focus on one part-time African-American character at a time, and right now it's Marhsall. I don't know, okay? I don't know where she is.
Well, I don't know where she is either, and I hope that she's just not going to fade away because I do like her on there. I think she's great. I think she's like Aunt Ruby kind of a character.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
know,
maybe her not being here serves the Sonny storyline. Her not being here means that the person who really like saw him be manic in the bar isn't there to be like, "Yo, Sonny needs to take a pill."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think the last time when she did see him and he wasn't acting right, I think she just kind of was leaning into the idea, well, this is Sonny, not Mike. This is him.
Yeah, like when he got in like a fight or something. It wasn't the Victor fight. It was a different fight. I don't remember. Whatever.
What was the Victor fight?
Was it the Victor fight?
Yeah.
That was just
When
so
she
recent.
Yeah, when she said, who's going to pay for this? Remember that?
Oh yeah. That was the Victor fight. Yeah, that was just last week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, we did talk
I
about
think-
last week how where it was, she sees Sonny being Sonny. She doesn't really know this side of him. Yada.
Yeah. Now, I think that if she would have saw his episode in the Savoy,
Yeah.
she'd have recognized it.
Yeah.
As being
Give me a club.
Yeah, I think she would recognize that if she had witnessed that. But I hope they don't have her just fade away. I hope they keep her around. Be good. I like it. I like that.
I'm being educated right now in that Carly was who helped Sonny realize he was bipolar and got him on medication to begin with.
Yes.
But that's not. I'm not talking that. Okay, cool. That was 10 years ago. I'm talking about right now. And right now, Nina's handling it better than Carly.
Yeah, right now. I think she's a little bit afraid of him, though. When he grabbed her wrist, I think she's
hurting
afraid
me.
of, you're hurting me.
But she got over it. She's like, I'm fine, bucko. I'm not hurt. I'm tough. I'm a tough old woman. Me,
Yeah.
Nina, the tough one.
Well, I wonder, do you think that he is going to start taking his medication and his manic thing is in
a couple weeks.
He's going to level out. They're not going to leave him like he is very long, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he's going to be off his pills for a little bit, and then Dante and Nina and such are going to have to come around. I think it's going to be those two, if anybody. Everybody else is off in their own world with their own problems. Michael's in his own problems. Carly's in her own problems.
And then Nina's going to be able to say, see, I'm good for him. I was able to recognize it, and you were so stuck on yourself, you couldn't even recognize his needs, blah, blah, blah.
The way that Nina is able to go, he loves you, Carly. I lost. Okay, what I had wasn't real. And then be like, I'm going to call Carly for you, Sonny, because you're having a problem. I'm going to call your wife.
Yeah.
And then to also then turn around and be like, Sonny's got another option to come to.
Yeah.
Is so fun. And Carly does this to herself. Nina doesn't bring that out until Carly is being exceptionally nasty.
Yes, when Carly really starts that, I kind of understand it. I'm actually defending Nina a little bit, you guys. because she doesn't really always come out that right away. She's baited first.
Oh, absolutely.
She's
Absolutely.
baited first, and then she's starts being more catty. Then they start fussing, they become catty. But she usually isn't the one that initiates that. No. It's Carly. But man, I guess I'd be initiating her quite a bit too, because I'd be up that girl foot.
Just ankle deep in her rectum is what you're saying.
I have my size 10 firmly planted.
Size 10? My gosh, Mom, your feet are huge.
I know, it's not fair, okay? It's not fair. I've always, why in the world would I be only 5'3" and a size 10 foot?
You're only 5'3"?
Yes.
I don't know anything about you, do I?
I am 5'3" and I got a size 10 foot. That don't make no sense.
I mean, I'm the son, though, right? I'm not supposed to know these things.
And another thing too, let me get in a little closer, you guys.
Yeah.
Another thing too, okay, you guys, I'm 60 years old. God has to make a choice. It's either wrinkles or a pimple. All right?
Oh, goodness. Look at you.
That ain't right.
Look at you. Hey, JLJ Media. Welcome to the show. We're talking about my mom's aging process.
Wrinkles or pimples, God. You can't do both at the same time. It's not fair. Anyway.
Oh, Keisha. Dang, Mama Cat. I'm 5'11" with a size 10.
Well, see, I'm supposed to be 5'11" as well, not 5'3".
Nina always makes the wrong decision. She could have just said he was off his med to Carly. She tried to say that Sonny was off his meds, but Carly was not giving her a chance to say anything. Also, remember, folks, the number one thing you need to remember when you're watching this show is that it's a TV show. The purpose is to show that Nina is trying, and Carly is not letting her. If she just bulldozed over Carly and said, he's not on his pills, there's not going to be any drama.
And the same thing kind of happened when she called Carly when she first saw Sonny.
Yeah.
Her intention was to tell her, "Hey, Sonny's here. Sonny's alive. Sonny's here. Come get him." But Carly was so hateful to her. She was like, "Screw you, girl."
Same thing happened outside the yoga studio. And while we're talking about the yoga studio, let's talk about the yoga studio, okay? As much as I enjoyed the Port Charles pool, the Metro Court pool, because we got to see all of them actors without shirts on. Not everybody in town needs to be taking a yoga class, okay? I just gotta say that. Not everybody in town needs to have signed up for the latest yoga gym.
Well, evidently, all the chicks like that yoga place, and all the dudes like that boxing
place. Now, here's a criticism then, since James Lott Jr. has joined the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and get shady. And say, my goodness gracious, how sexist can we be? Women like to box and men like to do yoga. Let's mix it up some.
Absolutely. I know a lot of men that actually go to yoga studios.
Yeah. Maybe want to get our Pilates in too.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, let's open it up to the chat here for the next couple of minutes. Anything you want us to talk about? Any questions you have? Any opinions of ours you want to know? Now is the chance so we can close this version out with some direct contact with you, our fans of the 10th floor. Poor Curtis. He should relax more often and do more downward dog. Yeah, Curtis is a little intense. Oh,
one thing I wanted to mention was, I don't know, I'm starting to get, I know everybody likes to see Chase without a shirt on and everything, but dang. I don't know.
He's too scrawny for you, isn't he?
No, he's not too scrawny. I just feel like he's objectified all the time.
He is the objectified dude. Him and Dante every once in a while. Esme and Joss need to go to the boxing gym. Maybe that's how they can work their stuff out. It's just to hop in there.
Oh yeah.
You get Sonny in there. You'd be like, all right, I'm gonna referee this thing. All right, keep it below the belt. Above the belt. I don't know.
Well.
I don't know.
Yeah. But the thing with Esme, it's the same thing I always want. I want someone to kick her ass.
I'm just out of high school. Please kick my ass. Like, come on, Ma. Come on. No, I mean, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Jocelyn. Jocelyn already tried to beat the tar out of Nell. So,
Oh, and she did. She got a good on the pier.
Yeah, apparently Esme and Jocelyn both take kickboxing at Jam Betty's gym. So, is Esme a Smith? I don't think Esme's a Smith. I think Esme's a Chamberlain.
I think Esme's a Chamberlain as well.
Yeah.
I think she's Ryan's kid.
Yeah, that's what we're leaning on. And once Spencer winds up going to Spring Ridge, that story's gonna kick off. We're gonna be learning what the heck is going on there.
We're gonna see lots of John, aren't we?
John Lindstrom, yes.
Yes.
Just being Ryan Chamberlain with the blinky blink. See, look at you. You talking about like the dark circles on your eyes, and I'm getting these bags. Oh my gosh, mother. What have you done to me? This is all your fault.
Yeah.
If I didn't have your genetics. Who was her mother? Who was Esme's mother? Heather Weber.
Who is Esme?
Heather Weber. Come on.
We would love it to be Heather Weber. Because that makes sense too. That can be real because Heather was in the same jailhouse as Ryan.
Yeah.
Or in the same sanitarium kind of place.
Chase is built but skinny. He might be built but skinny, but my God, has he mastered the art of... this isn't the right podcast for me to drool all over Chase. It's not appropriate.
He's got a six-pack, doesn't he?
He's got a six-pack, and he's just mastered just the diffusion of... It's fine. We don't need to talk about it. Who do you think? I wanted Joss to chug Esme off the Nell's cliff, just like... I mean, I don't know where this cabin is. If it's on the Pennsylvania side of the river, then very much maybe we can just have her fall off the cliff.
And you know what? And I thought when it seems like every time they show a couple of people in the car, they get in a car accident.
Yes.
So I'm kind of
Well,
so
they did drink hot toddies, and it's icy out there.
Yeah. So perhaps they're going to have a little collision.
They're gonna have a little collision, and they're gonna have to use each other for warmth. And then Esme will be like, "It's Cameron's baby."
And then maybe she'll have one of those condoms she stuck holes in and mixed them up.
All right, so consensus in the chat. Harrison Chase is a tasty looking morsel of man meat.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I mean, from Keisha to Jacarius to Cherie to Daisy, everybody just let's just see more naked Chase.
Well, I tell you, we get an opportunity, don't we? Quite a bit. I mean, this week he has had his little chonies on. Chonies on, and they were tight. Tight chonies.
I mean, come on, you're gonna have loose chonies. What was he getting done at the hospital to need the entire gown setup? I've never had to go and get a gown on for anything that I've ever had to do at the hospital, other than the wisdom teeth surgery.
Yeah, you don't have a gown. They give you a paper gown all the time.
And even then, and it just goes over your clothes. I don't know why he had to be so naked, other than we just needed to watch it.
Because they like to have him naked. Because the fans want to see it. I'm sure the fans want to see him like that.
Well, of course, who doesn't? I mean, we've already proved in the chat. All right, here's the biggest question to end the podcast on. Thank you very much, Love Lisa, for this. All right, with Jason gone, it's an important question. With Jason gone, how are they going to work classic footbridges into the story? How is this going to happen? How can we still use the footbridge location now that Jason is dead?
Drew.
Hey, I remember when I used to be Jason that I loved these. What?
I like your impression. You kind of.
I remember when I used to be Jason that I used to love to stand on these footbridges. So we're gonna do that. Yeah. Okay, through Drew. Okay, so Drew's gonna hang out on footbridges and fight people on footbridges and love people on footbridges and shoot people on footbridges and fall off on footbridges.
And Drew, I would like to. They haven't divulged this in the story. I would like to know, does Drew remember any of Jason's stuff?
They haven't said so yet.
No, they
haven't said so, and I need them to say so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect now that Jason is gone, because Jason is dead, folks. Jason is dead for the next couple of months until Steve Burton wiggles his way back into the cast, okay? He's dead for now. And because of that, we need somebody who remembers Jason life, I think. So let's do it. I think Drew and Carly connected at the bridge. Carly and Britt, apparently. What? Drew and Carly? Carly and Britt? Carly and Britt?
I think Carly and Drew did connect on the bridge, and I think they connected when they sat down at the lecture court and had a little conversation at a table too.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're dating Drew? He's not even really a friend.
Huh?
Yeah.
Cameron Matheson went to engineering school. He can build bridges, is Drew. Construction worker Drew. Oh, man. Yeah, at least he wasn't a publisher. He didn't become a publisher, right? Like, everybody becomes a publisher now. You need absolutely no experience to become a news reporter, Alexis.
That's true. And Drew already did that. He already came back and became a publisher.
Aurora Media.
He was Aurora Media. So,
See what we got to do? We got to get a Drew scene, a Spinelli scene, and a Brad scene all together so I can just do my high pitches.
Yeah. I hope they use Bradford Anderson still. I mean, most of his scenes were always built around Jason. They got to give him something else, another angle to have him on there.
I mean, Spixie 2.0, but it seems as though Maxie's getting a little attention given to Austin, unless that's all just a ruse.
Yeah. They both like each other quite a bit.
Yeah.
And they've had conversations with other people, but they've admitted that.
Okay. Alexis worked on the law school newspaper. Apparently that's going to be enough enough experience to become one of the senior editors of a brand new news magazine. Spinelli can be used to find out what Esme did to Cam and Joss. That's actually something that the chat had suggested earlier, that Spinelli could get involved in this whole revenge PORN that's going to be hitting the interwebs pretty soon. Jason is the bridge between Britt and Carly. Ooh, deep themes. Good job, love Lisa. I think with that, though, it's time to get back on the elevator. What do you think, Ma?
I think so.
All right. Hey, we did bullet points. We interacted with the chat. We did this. We all that kind of stuff. And hey, spoilers in the chat. We'll see if it happens. I don't know. We try to avoid such things. I don't know. I don't know if what you say is going to happen. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't.
Yeah.
Find out right here on the 10th floor in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. We'll be back on.
Thanks, Irma, and thanks everybody else. Why did Esme tape their sex? Makes no sense. We're going to find out. It's all about revenge. It's all about turning them screws against those people that she doesn't like. But we're going to hop back onto this elevator. We're going to go back down to the first floor. We're going to go through the sliding glass doors in the first floor of this hospital, into the parking garage, into our cars. We're going to tune our radio, our Spotify's, our Alexa's apps, all of that other stuff to the 10th floor so we can listen to previous episodes of this. You can find us everywhere you can find podcasts. You can find us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/C/10th floor podcast. You can also find us on Twitter at 10th floor GH. Follow it along, interact, talk to us about this wonderful little show.
And thank you guys, as subscribers. We reached our 100.
We did. Now let's get to 150.
And then we were able to have our name in it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can get notified when we go live. So you don't have to monitor our Twitter page too closely. You just get a little ding dong on your phone that the 10th floor is live. So take care of all of that. Go into your cars, go home, and spend some time with your families. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you right back here next time on the 10th floor.